Alrighty, we're recording.
Okay. Hey everyone, welcome to our coach webinar Q&A. If you would, there is a chat bar and we want to know, well, I guess I kind of know where you guys are from. So Christy, you are from Galleon, right? Can you comment? Yeah. Mary Carolyn just messaged the chat bar. Um, So I think Christy's from like the Mansfield Galleon area, if I'm right. And then Jesse is from Tiffin. We went to college together. Galleon, yes, perfect. I'm glad you found the chat bar, Christy. So we are just going to dive in, but first I want to introduce myself, just for the recording's sake, I guess, since you guys know me. I have been a coach for 2.5 years, and I kind of got started as a coach. Like I kind of dove right into it because I was always a health and fitness person. I had been going to the gym, not consistently because that was my issue that this fixed. But I always went to the gym. It's just I was kind of a yo-yo fitness person. I would go for a good consistent 3 to 5 months and then I would fall off the wagon and then I would have to get back on. And it was just this kind of cycle that was my life, and I really didn't focus on nutrition. So I was spending hours in the gym, like hours, 1 to 2 hours every single day, sometimes 2 a days. So I was really, really missing the nutrition factor. So when I was approached about this business, I was a new homeowner, and my girlfriend, actually, she's my sorority sister, she messaged me and she said, hey, would you like to do this? You're already doing half of the activities by sharing your health and fitness journey on social media. Why not get paid for it and help some people in the process? And I was like, well, sure, but I'm never going to give up the gym because #gym rat. And I'm probably not going to do the workouts, and I'll just see about the shake. I mostly just wanted to help people and earn an income. I didn't really care how. So needless to say, fell in love with the shake. If you guys have tried it, I love it. And it's great to fill nutrition gaps, and it's helped me from the inside out. And I canceled my gym membership 2 years ago this month, which is kind of awesome because 6 months into this, or not even 6 months into this, but when everyone else was kind of getting their gym memberships in January 2016, I was canceling mine. So that's something I'm kind of proud of. And I've consistently been working out for 2.5 years, and I haven't stopped. And what else was I going to say? And yeah, I work out generally for 30 minutes per day versus the 2 hours that I was previously. So that's kind of how I got started into coaching. And I'm going to pass it to Mary Carolyn so she can tell you how she got started.
Hi there, I'm Mary Carolyn. I got to know Erica through coaching, which that's a little bit of a sidebar, but one of my favorite parts about all of this is just the people that I've gotten to meet that I never would have met otherwise. But I live in Pennsylvania, so not too far from Erica, but still, we never would have stumbled across each other. But my story kind of couldn't be more different than Erica's. I was not really a gym goer or anything like that, but I've been a coach for, next month will be 2 years, so it has been a little while. My journey with weight loss and health has been a roller coaster, to say the least. At my heaviest, I was over 330 pounds. And I've had a lot of ups and downs in my journey where obviously I was very, very obese. I've also had times in my journey where I was very sick from under eating and became very, very obsessed about, every little calorie I put into my mouth. So I've had a lot of struggles with it. And I honestly stumbled across Beachbody, and I don't know, it just has changed so much for me. I was looking for something that would finally help me find my happy medium and a life of balance. And that has been this for me. And the big thing was challenge groups, which I'm not sure, are either one of you guys can say in the chat bar, either of you who are live on the call, already currently in a challenge group, or is all of this new to you? Just so we can, I can kind of gear what I'm talking about more towards you. Okay, awesome. So I came into this not for the business like Erica did. She kind of came in and decided to coach right from the start. I didn't really, to be totally honest, want anything to do with the coaching aspect, not for any particular reason. I was looking for something to help me with my own health and fitness, and that was it. So I did that for about a month, but I fell in love so hard with challenge groups and the community that I decided, well, I might as well, help a few friends and family. And if nothing else, it's going to help me stay accountable. Sharing my journey with others is going to help me stay accountable. And, my business now looks a lot different than I ever expected it to be. Now I'm working towards making it, my full-time job and, leaving my corporate job, but it's still, for me, accountability in my journey is the number one thing. But so one of you have been in a challenge group, one of you haven't. I do want to talk a little bit about what a challenge group is, because it's such a huge part of what we do as coaches. It really just is the bread and butter to our businesses. It's the whole entire thing that it's how we help our customers. It is how we, plug people into the community that is Beachbody. And I know for me and for so many others, the big thing that is the difference with Beachbody is the fact that it encompasses everything that, in my experience with my weight loss, that someone needs in their weight loss journey, or just health and fitness in general, which is fitness, nutrition, and accountability. That is just the big thing for me. So in challenge groups, we have access to a lot of different tools to help us run our challenge groups. You don't have to be a fitness expert or anything like that to run them. But it's a way that we offer motivation, supports, and accountability to our customers. I'm going to let Erica talk a little bit now about some of the things that we were nervous about whenever we first started thinking about becoming a coach.
I almost didn't unmute myself. Okay, so like I said, I was a new homeowner. So, like Mary Carolyn, or like we were kind of talking about, I wanted to earn a supplemental income. So my goal from the start was to get my shakes and, my business fees paid for. And because it was such a concern for me that, that I was going to invest in something and it wasn't going to pan out, and that it would be a large investment. But I mean, I know I've talked to many of you about the investment into coaching, and it wasn't really that much when you think about, being a business owner. But yeah, money was a big reason, or a big scare of mine. So I was just really nervous about the money aspect. But I've kind of been able to manipulate my budget in order to make, my once a month shakes work. And then, I've worked my business really hard to be able to pay for my shakes the entire duration of my business. And so much so that I began to pay for groceries and pay for vacations and pay for our wedding, so even though money was something that I was really concerned with at the beginning, I kind of used that as a driver instead of an inhibitor. And I was just very, diligent about looking at my budget and seeing, okay, well, I'm going to take the train more instead of driving. And so that's one thing that was kind of holding me back. Another thing was kind of the thought that I'm not super educated about health and fitness. Therefore, how am I going to help someone else on their journey? That was something that I was really kind of struggling with. But the moral of the story is we're here to support people, and that is everything. Like, that's what people are truly missing. Um, so, I mean, Jesse knows, and Christy, and whoever listens to this after the fact, just know that you don't have to be a health and fitness expert. We are given such great tools as coaches that lays everything out for our clients. And Mary Carol and I have trainings in place so that we can get you up to speed on the past programs, so that you kind of will know what to recommend to your clients going forward. Like I said earlier, I also had the I don't drink shakes kind of mentality, but that was quickly kicked out the door when I tried Shakeology and started to feel the effects from it. And reading about it, I did a lot of research. I am certainly not someone to just jump on the bandwagon with anything. I did my research, and for something that is so good for you with, it just made me feel really good. And I certainly wouldn't stand behind something that, for 2.5 years that I didn't believe in. So I just kind of got over the whole shake thing by trying it. And, I'm really glad that I did, because it fuels me, and it definitely fills nutrition gaps that, I was missing before. I know Mary Carolyn had some kind of setbacks from when she started.
Yeah, just some of the main things that I was nervous about was, I was not, maybe still I'm not 100% there, everyone's definition of fit. I don't necessarily have abs, although they're coming in because of 80 Day Obsession, the new program that we're doing. They are coming in. So, but, I was worried about that, maybe no one would take me seriously because I wasn't at my goal weight. And, I have people tell me all of the time, and I literally want to smash my head against a wall when people say I want to coach, but I want to wait until I'm at my goal weight. And the thing is, you can inspire so many people by sharing your journey with them. In my experience, just a little bit deeper, a tiny bit deeper into what I shared before, I had a lot of issues. Whenever I first started losing weight, I didn't really want to talk about it. It was hard for me to talk about. And I just know that if I would have shared my journey the whole way along, first of all, it would have been really freeing to me. It is now. I just love being able to share it with others and bring people on this journey with me. But you are going to inspire so many people by letting them watch your journey. And so many people are going to want to do this with you. And that's honestly how my business got started, and how it kind of took off, because, I really framed my business as I want accountability partners to do this with me, to get fit with me. And that was how it was for me. Now, if Erica came in already, pretty fit. She's even more fit now. But you just have to know that wherever you are at in your journey with your health and fitness, there's people, that are going to be inspired by watching that journey continue. So you don't have to have abs. You don't have to be at your goal weight, whatever that is. So that was one of the big ones for me. Another one, I don't necessarily love fitness. Still 2 years later, I have to, twist my own arm into thinking that I love working out. It's gotten so much better. It's become a part of my everyday. But you don't have to love fitness. And you know what? Nobody loves fitness every day. Nobody, loves working out every single day. There's days that are hard, and there's days that you'd rather sit on the couch. That's everybody. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not motivated to work out, how can I, encourage other people to? That's part of the fun. I talk about that very openly. That like, I would have rather stud my eyeballs out than work out today, but my anxiety is so much better, after I did, and I feel so much better after I did. And I share that stuff because that's what speaks to people. The other big thing, probably the biggest thing for me that I was afraid of, was I didn't want my friends and family to think that I was going to be shoving something down their throats. Is anyone else like a little bit afraid of that? Or if there's something else that you're afraid of, like put it in the chat bar. I would love to see like, okay, I want to coach. Like this all sounds awesome, but blank. Like we want to know what that is. But for me, being salesy to my friends and family was definitely a huge one. And I realized pretty quickly that people who are successful in this business, they're not salesy, because salesy doesn't work. Like, I don't know. We all have someone or a couple people who we're friends with on Facebook or something, and they're just like constantly pushing some product or something on you. So when you see their name come up on Facebook, it could be like the cutest picture of their kid. It can be whatever. You still scroll on by because you feel like you're getting sold to, and that's just not how we do things here. We share our journeys. We share that we have found something that works for us, and that is how we do this. So another part of that, and Erica talked about it briefly, but we have access to some really amazing trainings that show us how to share this product, share these programs with folks, in a non-salesy way. If you don't know, our upline, Melanie Mitro, hold on one second, guys. Getting some noise here. Our upline, Melanie Mitro, she is the #1 coach in the entire network. Beachbody is in the United States, Canada, and now the United Kingdom. And she's the #1 coach out of, everybody in the entire network. She lives like 2 hours away from Erica, like 3 hours away from me in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And, we're learning directly from her. Every Wednesday morning, Erica and I hop on this same video chat platform with, probably 25 other coaches, and, we're talking directly to her. So we're getting the best of the best trainings, which is really, really incredible. But if, the whole selly thing is a fear of yours, I promise you that if we see one single silly post that you make, we're gonna, message you and be like, girl, that's not what we do. Here's how you make it better. So I just want you to know that's not something to worry about. We have some things here. You're afraid that you'll feel pushy and salesy. Okay, so I hope that I just helped answer that. Trying to get others to join. It doesn't feel good to be sold to. Like, we want to help people. We don't want to sell to them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and Mary Carolyn, if I can interject, I don't know. I just feel like you have to really be connected with like your mission statement, So not to say as a new coach, you need a mission statement to start with. Like I said, I had goals of earning an income and helping people. But now that I'm further in the business, I know while I'm here, I've had the most amazing messages from friends, from strangers telling me that I've inspired them, and that is why I'm here. So if I'm sharing from my heart, I don't feel like I'm selling anybody anything. And if somebody wants to think that all I'm in this for is for money and for sales, they don't know me, and they can walk out the door of my life, because that's not who I am. That's not what I'm about. Of course, the money aspect, which we'll get into in a little bit, it's a benefit, but it is so much bigger than that. So if you are connected with helping people, and that is what your kind of your thought is when you're sharing, then you shouldn't ever feel like you're being salesy. When you're sharing with your friends and family, even, it's, I want to help you. Mary Carolyn, we both have diabetes in our family, and we want to help those people who we love. And so, I mean, like my post said, I would be a dick if I did not share this with my friends and my family. So I'll let Mary Carolyn continue.
Yeah, I can't continue that because Erica nailed it. That's so accurate. And I try hard to make that really obvious to folks. Like, it's is it my income? Of course it is, but in my mindset, if I just love on people really, really hard, which is what I love about this business. I love building relationships with people. I love getting to know people's goals and why they want to make themselves healthier for their kids and their family and all that. The other good stuff about it comes, but it's a people first business, so that's what you have to keep in mind. We're going to kind of dive in a little bit to what you're all like wanting to know, is like how we make an income. So we talked about the people. Now we're hopping to the number 2 thing. So first of all, I just want to touch a little bit on the fact that this business is what you make it, and it's like whatever you want it to be. Like I told you, I did not plan on making this my number 1 income. I did not plan to pay my mortgage with my Beachbody income like I am now. But for me, I fell in love with it. I just love people. So I really loved that this gave me a platform to share my story and to help others who were in the same boat as me. But if you want this to be something literally just to keep you accountable on your journey, that's totally cool. If you want it to pay for your Shakeology every month, or if you want it to pay for your gas or your kids' summer camp, whatever you want, it can be that for you. If you want it to be what lets you stay home with your babies or future babies, like Erica and I, it can be that too. So really, whatever you want it to be, it can be that. Obviously, the more work you put in, the more the business is going to reward you. I mean, just like anything. But, it has helped me be able to buy my first home. When I was 25, it has helped Erica have a debt-free wedding. So, and like, we're just average people. Can I say that, Erica? Can I call you average? No, I mean, we're just regular people. So, it totally is possible. Hope that wasn't insulting. I don't know. But I'm going to turn this over to Erica. She's going to dive a little bit deeper into how we exactly do make money.
Yes, I mean, we're just ordinary people making a difference in the world. That's exactly how I feel about it. Okay, so diving into the whole money aspect. So we make money 2 different ways, through retail sales and through bonuses. And I hate to use the word sales because, like we were just talking, we don't sell. But for the business side of things and for the monetary side of things, that is what it is. But just forget about that for a second. So basically, our retail income comes from enrolling people into our challenge group and from people drinking Shakeology. Sharing our health and fitness journey, inviting to challenge group, running challenge groups, all of that fuels, and getting your challengers results. I mean, the first time I got my challenger results, it was huge, huge deal. But, getting your challengers results, encourages more people to trust you and to join you on this journey. So, like I said, that is one aspect of it. Then when we train successful coaches, we earn bonuses. So, your coaches hit goals on your team and you earn bonuses. But that's not really that important to me either, because what I love about this is that our paychecks are 100% a reflection of us helping people. Either it's on their health and fitness journey through the challenge groups, or whether it's helping you, earn a supplemental income for yourself. Because both of those are what bring me the biggest joy. So the other day, I was talking to one of my clients, and she had shown me one of her transformations once before, and now she's like 2 months into her journey, and she sent me another one, and I was on my way to my, day job, boo. And I couldn't message her. I had to send her a voice message. I was screaming at the top of my lungs, so excited for her, because even though she really didn't have a crazy weight loss, like, her before and after pictures were amazing. And that, like, my heart could burst right now. Like, I could probably cry right now. Sorry. Just thinking about her and what this has done for her and the impact it's made. And, she's incorporating these healthy habits into her children. And I don't know, it just gives me all the feels. Another example on the coach side of things is one of my very good friends who joined me very, very soon after I started this journey. She's also engaged and getting married, and she was able to make a triple payment on her wedding venue last week. And that is like amazing to me too. Like that's what makes my heart sing in this business. I don't know, there's some quote, and I wish I could think of it right now, but basically it's something about like follow your passion and the money will come. And that's been my mentality this whole time. Ever since I got my first transformation, my first, coach success, it's not really about the money for me. It is about changing people's lives. And everything else is just kind of icing on the cake, I guess. So I hope that answers maybe some questions that you have about how we earn money. If you have any questions about how we earn an income, feel free to message. It looks like we only have about 9-ish minutes left on this, 5 minutes left on this call. So let me know if you have any questions, and we will wrap this up here soon.
Yeah, if you have questions, you can either put them in the chat bar, or if you want to unmute yourselves, but it will kick us off in 5 minutes, so.
Jessie, I know you have questions. Sorry to call you out.
She's not sorry.
No, I'm not.
No, or just if there's anything that like, okay, Jessie said, what if my friend signed up for on demand but didn't list me as a coach? You can get her switched.
Yeah, we can switch her. So I'll send you, we'll talk.
And the cool thing is, well, there's two cool things. Anyone who buys something off of like Beachbody.com, or if they go on to On Demand, and download that, they get assigned a random coach. So anyone can always be switched to you, but it's also cool because we have like a milestone in our business that is pretty easy to get to. I think Erica and I both hit it our first month in the business, but you get free customers. Like anyone who just goes on to Beachbody.com and buys something, they get funneled to coaches, because that's the secret sauce of Beachbody and all of this. So she said, I have high anxiety and get overwhelmed really easy. Can you please give me a couple first steps?
So we have, we've kind of talked about this, and really my advice is, yes, I will repeat it, is just to start sharing your journey. I know right now it's tough because you're injured, But the days that you are able to work out, or, just kind of sharing, what that you are, in fact, on a fitness journey, and, start talking to people. I mean, I know you're drinking Shakeology, and you just kind of have to, begin to share your healthy habits. And if, you're nervous and you have like such high anxiety, then maybe just start sharing them on your Facebook or your Instagram stories. That way they're out there to the public, but they're not like really out there, like they disappear in a day. Like, I feel like that's a little, yeah, I like that they disappear. Right, exactly. So, you can literally share a sweaty selfie on your Instagram story every single day, and, just to get the word out. And you can share that you're drinking Shakeology, and you can share that you're eating healthy, or, doing personal development and reading and bettering yourself. You can share kind of, I don't know, anything that pertains to your life, and, just kind of make connections that way with people.
No lie, whenever I first posted that I was a coach, I had to turn my phone off, and like I almost like physically got sick because like I had such anxiety about that. It was so scary to me. But after I did it, I felt like, I don't know, invincible. And the fact that you are injured, you can share that it's mainly about clean eating. Ashley has asked me to unmute her. We do have less than a minute, so if we get cut off, I'm so sorry. But Ashley, you are unmuted now.
Well, I just had a question as to, like, really stepping out of your comfort zone. Like, how did you go about doing that?
So I think that I just a little bit spoke to that. That was a really awesome question. It is scary, but anything scary when you first start it. We also like personal development and growing your confidence and just flexing those confidence muscles is such a huge part of what we talk about in challenge groups, definitely what we talk about as coaches. But I am not a very put myself out there kind of person. You wouldn't know that now, but 2 years ago, I don't know. I've changed so much in the last 2 years. Erica, do you have anything else to say on that? Were you kind of the same way?
So I was already kind of sharing my journey, but as far as like deep ones, like really getting outside my comfort zone, I just kind of viewed it as rip it off like a Band-Aid. I don't know. There's this one girl, I forget what she says, but it's like a curse word, and it's like just effing do it or something like that. So that's kind of my mentality, is just turn your head and press send.
Yeah.
And then go throw up.
And then you're right. Yeah. Well, guys, this was awesome. Thanks so much for hopping on. I just want to say goodbye before we get cut off.
Yes. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Righty. Bye.
Bye.